My name's Mark Jeziorski. I'm the command for LouVax here at Broadbent Arena. You're in Zone 2 right now, which is all the injection spots where you receive your vaccine. We've been here live since January 4th with the public. Been going on week 12 or 13 now, giving over 70,000 injections. We're looking to wrap up at the end of April, hopefully hitting 100,000 by then. We had a plan that was put into this format in under 2 weeks. We have some great public health department planners that put this together. 2 weeks later, we went live. We started out with 5 injection spots. We're now up to 6 lanes, 10 or 11 injection spots for people to drive through, and another place for walk-ins and other guests. We usually start operations around 8 a.m. Volunteers get here at 7:30. Last injections around 5 o'clock. We wrap up and get out of here around 6:30 every day, 5 days a week. This is one of the only sites in Kentucky like this where you can drive in and drive out. There's adequate parking space on the front and the back side. Interesting note, we have a bunch of stagehands who've been out of work that volunteered here. And when we talked about different facilities that might host a mass vaccination, they are a great resource. They know all the facilities in the region and said Broadbent's really the only one of its type, and we're fortunate to have it in Louisville. Right now we're going to go check out the pharmacy. They should be getting everything ready for today. These are biohoods. They're made to operate a clean, sterile environment for drawing up vaccine. Vaccines don't have to be drawn up in such a place, but we're in an open air arena. It's just a good, safe practice, best practice for doing this sort of work. We have retired pharmacists, doctors, anesthesiologists. All this that you see here, there's only 1 paid staff, and the rest are all volunteers working for hours on end. We're going to head over to door 1. At this point, people should have already had the appointment scheduled in Salesforce. When they get in here, our traffic flaggers will put the people into the appropriate lane. If it's a second shot and it's Moderna or Pfizer, we're going to figure out which vaccine they're supposed to have because you can't cross them. Then these people right over here, like this gentleman has an iPad in his hand. They're checking the actual appointment, checking their temperature, making sure there isn't any changes before they go on to vaccine. We're actually gonna head out to Zone 1 and check in with the Zone 1 lead, which is Sergeant Langford, and see if she has enough people and how the day is starting out. Zone 1, we're just making sure people have appointments, that they're not there too early, that there's any problems with their registration, we try to fix that. This is where we check everybody initially for their appointment, make sure they don't have any problem with their paperwork. We have to be able to hold several hundred cars. Right now, these are all already in line. When we have too many, over there is the holding area. There's only a few cars right now, so we're off to a good, smooth start this morning. Louisville Metro Public Health does a great job pre-planning, and Broadbent has been identified for years as a site they could do vaccinations. So they had plans already in place. They just had to tailor it to the COVID vaccination effort. A pandemic is their responsibility, and they've obviously done a good job planning for it. So we're in Zone 3, which is post-injection. We just line up cars in rows. They have a time card on their dash that says when their 15 or 30 minutes is over. The staff and volunteers keeps moving them up as they get released. So the cars at the back are the freshest ones out of Broadbent, and the ones in the front are about to go home or go back to work, whatever they need to do. They'll be back in 28 days for their second shot of Moderna or 21 days for Pfizer. But we adjust our process for safety, for the consideration of our staffing, for the volunteers, for the weather, whatever we need to do. But in general, it's gone very well here. The hardest part is just making sure they get from Zone 2 to Zone 3. Once they're in here, they're just 15 minutes away from going home. With the health department's plan, we put this into action. It's some of the best work I've done in all my careers. I enjoy being here every day. They're long, but the people that come in here volunteering every day, the staff I work with, the guests that come here have been amazing. But we're doing the best we can. I think the community recognizes that. With the volunteers, they've made this all happen. The community can really say this is their mass vaccination site and not just their local government doing the work.